Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my film and TV channel. I hope you enjoy what I've got for you today, and please check out as you're watching this little links on screen as well for different things on my Facebook and Twitter, and of course my football channel as well. And please, all your comments are very welcome. Just let us know and push that subscribe button. Don't forget, please push the subscribe button. Make sure your notification set to public as well if you want to know when these vlogs are coming out. Push that notification button as well. So anyway, please enjoy. Right, today we're going to have a look at Free Guy. Yeah, Free Guy, a science fiction action comedy or fantasy adventure, whichever you would call this. Certified at 12A, this one. 115 minutes, so you get your money's worth. Well, we'll see, won't we? Cost around $125 million to make this one. Yeah, I can probably see where that cost went on this film. Directed by Sean Levy from a screenplay by Matt Lieberman and Zach Penn, and a story, of course, by Lieberman himself. The film stars Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, it's good old Ryan Reynolds. He also co-produced it. He's a bank teller who discovers he's actually an NPC, a non-player character in an open-world video game, and decides to become the hero of the story and save his friends from deletion by the game's creator. Reynolds also portrays a guy called Dude with his face superimposed onto a big bodybuilding guy, Aaron W. Reed, through visual effects. So there you go. It also stars the wonderful, I've seen her in a couple of things recently, fantastic Jodie Comer as Millie Rusk or Molotov Girl, Lil Rel Harry as Buddy, Uktash Ambudkar as Mouser, Joe Creary as Walter Keys McKees, Walter Keys McKees, my apologies for pronunciation, guys, I know you're listening. Taika Waititi as Antoine, Camille Kostek as Bombshell, and Brittany Oldford as Missy. Yeah, it's released in the US and certainly was released here in the UK on the 13th of August 2021 by 20th Century Studios. What's it like? Is it any good? What's it like? Well, there we go. All these scores are as at the 17th of August 2021, 12 noon here in the UK. Rotten Tomatoes, approval rating of 83% based on 207 reviews. That's not too shabby, is it? An average rating of 7 out of 10. So again, not too bad at all. 171 fresh and 36 rotten. A couple of the freshes, Wendy Ide from The Observer here in the UK. There are thematic parallels with everything from the Lego movie to The Matrix, but key to its appeal is an unabashed sweetness and goofy enthusiasm that proves irresistible. Ed Power, Daily Telegraph here in the UK, has an electrifying earnestness that's hugely refreshing in the era of franchises hefting around the dead weight of their own mythology. Thanks for that, Ed. And some rotten, well, I'll pick one rotten because there wasn't that many, was there? But Nick DeCemelin from Empire, yeah, Empire magazine, one of my go-tos when I'm looking at reviews and stuff. Not quite Ready Player 1 star, but this is an odd duck, a Black Mirror-ish concept played for laughs, which ends up getting tangled up in its own code. There you go, you're getting tangled up there as well, I think, mate. Yeah, the website's consensus, Rotten Tomatoes, combining a clever concept, sweet self-aware humour, and a charming cast. Free Guy is frivolous fun. There you go, that sort of sums it all up, doesn't it? The Rotten Tomato audience, Joe Public, the verified audience, these are the guys who've actually paid out the moolah to go and watch this. They've not had freebies, they've not been invited to a free showing or anything like that. 4.6 out of 5, that is staggering. 9.2 out of 10. Quite impressive. Yeah, a bit more impressive than I thought, but there you go. But let's get a bit more down to earth. Yeah, Metacritic, the film's got an average of 62 out of 100, so that's based on 49 critics. They're not as enamoured as Rotten Tomatoes, or obviously the Rotten Tomatoes audience. 27 positive reviews, 20 mixed, and 2 negative, and it scores anywhere between 40 out of 100 and 75 out of 100. Indie-wise David Ehrlich, he only gave it 50 out of 100. He said, Free Guy is nothing if not a movie that wins you over in spite of your better judgment and best defences, but it's the be the change you wish to see in the world energy. Feels like a microtransactional smokescreen for a corporate monoculture that only values creativity so far as it can be used to fool us into paying for things we already own. Ooh, I think he's very political. Is he running for politics? Is he running for the Senate or wherever he is? I assume he's American. Yeah, that's quite wordy for a 50 out of 100. But the playlist Robert Daniels, he gave it 75 out of 100 and said, this epic crowd-pleasing adventure, one of the funniest movies of the year. Really? I don't think it's particularly funny. Needn't be as good as The Truman Show. Far better. Well, Truman Show's far better. Wreck-It Ralph, again, far better than this. To be entertaining, it just needs to emotionally feel real as Guy feels himself to be. In that regard, Free Guy is a winner. There we go. We got some people getting on some high horses here, aren't we? These little reviews. Internet Movie Database, Joe Public, you and me, the guy on the street, not the Rotten Tomatoes verified guy who's paid, but some other guys that have paid to get in. 14,812 reviews as I'm doing this, 7.7 out of 10. So that's not too bad. Of that 14,812, 13,760 scored it 6 or more. That's amazing, 93%. So again, in line with the Rotten Tomatoes audience, wasn't it? So it looks as though Joe Public pretty much like this film. What about Bernard? Well, I've sort of hinted at the fact I don't think it's fantastic, but I'm not going to say it's not pretty good. Let's face it. I think I'd give it away a bit early, didn't I? A film with Jodie Comer in it, or Comer, as how you pronounce it. It's always going to be very enjoyable for me, and because I do like that young lady. I will admit it. I love her. I love whatever she's in, and add the staple, wholesome, of course, Ryan Reynolds to that mix, and I don't think you can go far wrong as to getting not a bad little movie. There's so many other film courses. I mean, obviously, with some of the critics mentioned some of the, like the Lego Movie and Matrix, etc. There's so many Truman Show. There's so many films this is very similar to, but it doesn't. But this is bright and shiny. It is all bright and shiny and happy. And although there are darker themes going on in this in the background, I mean, there's shootings, there's people being killed, there's explosions, there's destruction, etc. It never feels anything more like a very good family adventure film, which is a bit scary when you think what's going on in the background. But let's face it, most younger viewers will take this background mayhem in their stride anyway with the games these days, even games that aren't certified like for adults, if you like. There's plenty of that going on, so I think we're sort of used to that. So I say that's probably why it does still have that adventure film family feel to it. It is long, that's one of my criticisms, and it did feel long to me, I'll be honest with you, it did feel a long time. And the second half of the movie doesn't quite, for me, match up to the first half of the movie. It sort of gets a bit long-winded and loses its way a bit for me, which is a shame. Certainly younger watchers might get just a little bored with it, even though I said that the first half is very, very good, but not sort of matched by the second half, unfortunately. But overall good fun. Yeah, I can't quibble with that. Yeah, if you said to me you can go back and either watch this again or watch something like the Truman Show or the Lego Movie, I pick the Truman Show and the Lego Movie every single time. Yeah, I won't be rushing back to watch this again, but I watched it, I enjoyed it, it was okay, but as I say, it's not going to be one I'm going to watch time and time again like I do with some of these kids films, some of these young adult films, some of these adventure films. So yeah, I'm going to give it 6.5 out of 10, which is, as you know, I have my watchable rating, which is 6 out of 10. And then my next level is the very watchable rating, which is, of course, this 6.5 out of 10. And let's face it, I've given it the extra half a point over the watchable, of course, because of Jodie. I'll be absolutely straight with you. With Jodie in this film, it goes from watchable to very watchable. So that's why I've given it 6.5 out of 10. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Say it's good fun. It's good fun, bright and fun, and light and dark. But the darkness doesn't sort of drag you down. It's sort of skirted over in the. It's a game. You're watching a game basically. You are watching a game on TV, so you know it's not real. So even the dodgy things are not going to bring you down too much. But yeah, good fun. I'm not as enamoured obviously as some of the audience, but. Yeah, I did enjoy it. It was okay. No problem. Let me know what you think anyway. Thanks for watching. What we're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other until we meet here again on the Film and TV channel. I'll perhaps have a flit across, have a look at my Citizen channel, my channel on my football team, Manchester City. Whatever it is, whatever you're doing, please, I only ask one thing of you, don't I? Please, stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.